So the first topsy-turvy rule: do not let your chickens cross the road in. Number 2, do not hold a salmon suspiciously in. Number 3, do not chew gum or blow bubbles in. Number 4, do not build a sandcastle on the beach in. Number 5, do not wear a Winnie the Pooh t-shirt in. Number 6, do not wrestle a bear in. Number 7, do not climb a tree in. Number 8, do not interrupt a wedding in. Do not name your baby with a weird name in. Do not lift your feet off the pedals when riding your bike in. Okay, now here are the 10 countries: Spain, South Africa, Canada, South Australia, United Kingdom, Singapore, Poland, Denmark, Mexico, Georgia. Okay, so you might now want to pause the video and in your bubbles work out with your adult which rules you think match up to which country. Okay, we're now going to go through the answers and see how you did. So number 1, do not let your chickens cross the road in Georgia, United States of America. Do not hold a salmon suspiciously. Where? United Kingdom. You are not to chew gum or blow bubbles in Singapore. How are you doing so far? Next one. Do not build a sandcastle on the beach in Spain. There's still a rule that says that. Do not wear a Winnie the Pooh t-shirt in Poland. Next, if you go on holiday, don't wear a Winnie the Pooh t-shirt. Next one. Do not wrestle a bear in South Africa. Do not climb a tree in Canada, especially in Toronto, because you get a very heavy fine indeed. Do not interrupt a wedding in South Australia. Apparently, you can be put in jail for up to 2 years if you do. Do not name your baby with a weird name in Denmark. Apparently, there are about 7,000 names that you can choose, and you have to apply to choose your baby's name if it's one that's outside of that list. Do not lift your feet off the pedals when you ride your bike in Mexico. But there's no rule that says you can't take your hands off the handlebars. Very strange indeed. Very topsy-turvy rules that they say sound like in some places. Now, I don't know about you. I don't think I've ever suspiciously held a salmon, and I've certainly never have or never would want to wrestle with a bear. Very strange indeed. And the instructions and the rules that we now have in our country, and perhaps also that you have in your school, would have sounded very topsy-turvy on the 1st of March before the coronavirus arrived. Very strange indeed. In our Groundbreakers videos, we're going to be hearing about some other very topsy-turvy instructions and rules that turned the world upside down for the people who heard them, and they still do today. These topsy-turvy teachings and rules made some people very, very angry because it wasn't what they were used to at all. And who do you think was giving them? Well, it was Jesus. What he said was the exact opposite to what people thought they should do or what they'd been taught to do in the past. He turned everything upside down. We're going to be thinking about these in our video assemblies with Groundbreakers, and we're going to look at the first one, the first topsy-turvy teaching or rule now. And here it is. You know that you have been taught an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. But I tell you not to try to get even with a person who has done something to you. What? If someone does something to you, don't do it back. Let's have a little honesty check. How many times when a friend or a brother or a sister has done something to you, have you done it straight back? Even if you know it's the wrong thing to do, it's so hard not to do it right back, to call them a name or shout back at them or fall out with them if they've fallen out with you or say something mean right back. Well, an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, means to do the same back as was done to you. We sometimes call it tit for tat. You've done it to me, I'm going to do it to you. But Jesus said the opposite. Don't try to get even. Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. Is that going to get us anywhere? Here's what I propose. Don't hit back at all. No more tit for tat, in other words. Now we're going to watch a video that illustrates what Jesus said. What would have happened if the one on the right of the screen had thrown the rock right back? Have a think and pause your video. Maybe discuss it together.